Hello guys, welcome to the fundamentals of aerospace engineering. So today we are going to see the function of aircraft structures. This is Professor Nehru, Department of Aerospace Engineering, SNS College of Technology. So we recall the last session we have discussed about the different types of aircraft components, the metal used, and today we'll see the function of aircraft structure. The main function of the aircraft structure to carry the load. In general, the structure of most flight vehicles are thin wall structure. So we call it as cell structure. There we have the skin, the front spar, rear spar, spar cap, longitudinal stringers, transverse ribs. So these are the different structural components which carries the bending load, compressive load, tension load, and shear load, which resist the applied loads like aerodynamic load acting on the wing structure, which provides the lift and drag and holding the weight of entire airplane. This is the design of aerodynamic shape, which product the content from the environment. So from the definition, the primary structures which carries the critical load bearing of the aircraft. If the structure is severely damaged, the aircraft cannot fly. So we have to think in both aerodynamic as well as the structural part. The secondary structures which carries the enhanced aerodynamic load. So we understand the structural element is mainly to provide enhanced aerodynamics, and for instance are founded where the wing meets the body or located on the leading edge or the trailing edge of the wing. So the fuselage structure, the basic fuselage structure type consists of truss type, where the Parker truss, Warner truss, monocoque fuselage, and semi-monocoque fuselage. Coming to this truss type, the earlier aircraft used this technique with wooden wire trusses, and this type of structure is still in the use in mainly lightweight aircraft using welded steel tubes trusses. This truss-type fuselage frame is assembled with members forming of rigid frames, example beams, bars, fuselage, frames, etc. The primary member of the truss are four longerons, and there are two types of truss structures. One is Parter truss and Warner truss. Coming to the Parter truss, in the earlier days, this Parter truss used to design the airframe structure, which is made up of wood or metal surface, which will have the greater in weight and difficult to maintain the streamline of the aircraft. There, the design is primarily consists of box with tubular longerons. In addition to that, they use vertical members to balancing the loads. In Warner type, it has longeron plus only attached in the diagonal members, where the force transfer to every members in the wing or the fuselage or other structures like longerons, stringers, which is capable of to carrying both the tension and compression loads. This helps in design or reduce the amount of web work, where we have the more space and more strength makes the structure in high rigidity, and here we'll get the better streamline for the aerodynamic criteria. The Warner truss structure of the airplane, look into this low wing fighter jet. They are used the stringers and the four longerons which are carrying the loads. Coming to the monocoque, in this method, the exterior surface of the fuselage is also the primary structure. Typically, earlier from this was built using modern plywoods, which carries the more shear loads. A later form of the structure used fiberglass clothes implemented with a polyester or epoxy resin instead of plywood as a skin. So this is the monocoque where it is attached by the bulkhead and the formers closed by the skin, which is joined by using rivet joints. Coming to the semi-monocoque design, this is the preferred method of constructing an all aluminum fuselage, first as a series of frames in the shape of fuselage across sections are held in position on the rigid pitchers or a jig. These frames are then joined with lightweight blind-tool elements that we call that as stingers. These are in turn covered with a skin of sheet aluminum attached by rivets or bonding with a special adhesives. Most modern large aircrafts are built using these techniques but use several large section construction in the fashion which are then joined as a fastener for the complete fuselage model. Here we can see the semi-monocoque structure, which is having stringers, bulkhead, formers, and which is covered by the sheet, that is stressed skin sheets, and bulkheads with the firewall model. So in this picture, we'll see the most common airframe construction in semi-monocoque having bulkheads, longerons, skin, and the stringer. So this an example of the construction of the large transport aircraft, which is designed by semi-monocoque structure design of an airplane. So the basic structural members are former frames, ring, and bulkhead as a vertical members. And lateral members, we have longerons and stringers. So these are the basic structural components of the airplane. In next class, we'll see about the aerodynamic design. Thank you.